Hi, this is Bill Watkins. Thanks for taking a couple of moments and looking into the Word of God. We've looked in Genesis chapter 3, the first few verses, how that Adam and Eve have sinned by eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Notice that God didn't say they couldn't eat of the tree of life. Later on, he's going to separate them from the tree of life. But I think the tree of life was not you take the fruit and you live forever. It is as you take the fruit, it takes away the pain and the hurts and the cuts and the diseases that you have, and you have to keep taking of it. At least that seems to be the indication at the last book of the Bible, toward the last chapter, where it says of the tree of life, the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nation. But now they've sinned. They've eaten of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And they're ashamed of their own nakedness, which before they weren't ashamed of at all. And they heard the sound of the Lord, beginning in verse 8, walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees of the garden. And the Lord called Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" Not because he doesn't know where he is, but because Adam needs to recognize where he is. And Adam said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." Before I go into God's response to that at all, can I just say this, that sin takes away your courage. Sin makes you afraid of God. Before that time, they had walked in perfect communion with God. And when he would come into the garden, they would walk with him and they would talk with him. But now that's been taken away from them, not by God, but by their sin. You know, sin separates us from God. Isaiah chapter 59, verses 1 and 2, and it makes us afraid. When we sin, we become afraid of God. God doesn't want you to be afraid of him. He loves you. Watch out. When you've sinned, come back to him quickly because he wants to walk with you. Thanks for watching.